Good evening. My name is Jonathan Billamowitz, and I'm running for mayor of Waco. I come from a little small community about an hour south of here named Bremont, Texas. It's right in between here and College Station, and I came from a small family of 3 people. I was an only child. My dad, he was a hardworking coal miner. My mom, she worked in Waco for most of my entire life. She was an RN, still continues to be an RN here in Waco. And I just grew up coming to Waco almost every weekend. I went to my first Baylor football game when I was probably 6 or 7 years old. And ever since then, I fell in love with the city. I fell in love with the University of Baylor. And it was a goal of mine to always come to Baylor. And having graduated from Baylor, I'm looking for my next challenge. And I want a different way to give back to the city of Waco. And I see that challenge with being the mayor of Waco. I think when it comes to challenges that Waco is seeing right now, I think we have to start by looking at the homeless crisis. I think there are ways to approach this. I think that in order to do what we want to do here, I think we have to see some type of marginal tax increase. And I know there's going to be pushback, but I think with the trade-off of seeing homeless people off of the streets and into affordable housing that I've proposed through talking to local contractors is something they've backed. And I think this could be city funded to build local affordable housing for homeless people to give them a new start at life, I think. And I think, like I said, with the tax increase, I think the trade-off of seeing less homeless people on the streets with higher taxes, I think is a trade-off that most people in Waco would be willing to sign up for. Number 2, I see a disconnect between the University of Baylor and Waco. I think that Baylor needs to be an image of Waco in a sense. And what I mean by that is I want Waco to be, when I think of people thinking about Waco, I want them to see the University of Baylor. I want them to see McLean Stadium. I want them to see the silos. But I think that relationship is a little bit strained right now. And I think for a good relationship example, I think we have to look at Texas A&M. I've never been a fan of Texas A&M. Never have, never will be. But College Station really adopts that role of loving Texas A&M, having a tight-knit relationship with them very well. I think that's what we need to become. And how does that happen? Well, I think that if you provide more affordable tickets to sporting events for Baylor, I think you'll see more people from Waco going to those events. I think you'll see more people that were fans of other teams going to these events and maybe flipping some of these people into being Baylor fans. I think we also need to see more outreach programs of Baylor go out into the community and help people. And this could go back onto the homeless crisis. That could go hand in hand. And number 3, I think it has to be the roads and bridges in Waco. They're in bad shape. And I think with my tax increase plan, once again, this could go into fixing the roads and bridges in Waco and allowing for our citizens to live in a better, nicer community. So just in conclusion, fixing the homeless crisis, making Baylor more of an image of Waco, and fixing the roads and bridges in Waco. I think these are 3 key issues that many citizens in Waco see and want to be fixed. And if you vote for me for mayor of Waco, I promise to get these things done. Once again, I'm Jonathan Billamowitz, and I'm asking for your vote to be mayor of Waco.